Welcome to the Fleet Geeks podcast. We're here to help develop fleet and transport professionals. Do you want to progress and develop your skills and knowledge? We promise to bring lively conversation and debate around interesting issues and keep you bang up to date with changes in our awesome industry. The Fleet Geeks are a community of professionals, and if you enjoy the podcast, why not join the discussion for free in the Fleet Geek community over on Facebook?
Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Fleet Geeks podcast. This is the last one before Christmas. As this comes out, it'll be the 16th of December, and it's definitely going to be time for winding down for Christmas. So, this is that episode, and it'll give us a couple of weeks off to record some new podcasts for you and some exciting new content for January. But in the meantime, I wanted to just address those of you that follow my work. Will see that I'm publishing a book at the end of January called The Performance Trifecta, and many of you will want to know, what has that even got to do with running a fleet of vehicles? That's really interesting, actually, the sort of story behind that, because the Performance Trifecta is all of the learnings that I've had from helping professional organisations like yours perform more safely, in a greener way, and in a much better quality way as well. So all of the experiences I've had of helping the different business owners on their journey to improving their fleets and working in better ways and understanding compliance and understanding how best to implement new systems, processes with people. All of those learnings have gone into this book. So there is loads of synergies between the trifecta, the performance trifecta, the book itself, and obviously those of you who are running fleets of vehicles. Whilst the book isn't directly about running vehicles, it's about performance and it's about business itself. There is lots and lots of synergies and lots of interesting stories from my time and over time working within the different businesses that I've worked in, with fleets and workshops and maintenance, and working alongside organisations like Driving for Better Business, the DVSA, and those kinds of organisations. So the Performance Trifecta itself is a three-way bet, or a guaranteed bet, to achieve high levels of performance. And it's a model that I've worked on with our clients for numerous years with some excellent results. And what the three fundamental elements are very easy. Number one, direction. Second is skills. And the third is about energy. So the first, around direction, that's about setting the standard, setting an expectation, a goal, an objective, and a future vision that we're striving for. It might be reducing our incident rate to zero. It might be making sure that we've got 100% MOT pass rate. Whatever those goals and objectives are, that's the direction. They're the expectations and what the values are and the morals that we're going to uphold along the way. Really vital part of running any fleet of vehicles, of anything related to compliance, because we need to have those objectives. We need to set the standards, set the expectations for people to achieve, and we do those through the policies and procedures, the handbooks, and the different methods that we use, through the standards that we procure, whether it's falls or owned recognition. All of those are around this direction element, the fundamental of success around direction. Really important that leaders, transport managers, you're all leaders in one sense or another. It's important we set that direction in which people are going to head. So that's why that's the first element, or the first fundamental of the Performance Trifecta. And the book outlines all of the different ways that you can outline that, how leaders undermine it. They don't mean to undermine it, but they often do. So I outline how people undermine that on an ongoing basis often, but also how to implement it and ensure that it's a successful process as well. So the book outlines that. That's the first part of the book. The second part is dedicated to skills. So skills is all about ensuring that the people in our organisations have the relevant and necessary skill sets they need to be able to succeed. So that might be technical training, it might be things like driver CPC, in our instance it might be transport manager CPC, but actually those mandatory training courses are often what I call the bottom line. They're they're the starting point for actual training and skills that we need in organisations. So it goes beyond those technical skills. It goes to negotiation, conflict resolution, communication skills, leadership skills, all of those really, really important traits that we need as leaders, but also you guys, you fleet and transport managers, you need to be able to negotiate excellent outcomes for people. So we need to ensure that our people are equipped with those skills necessary. It might be that our drivers aren't just safe on the road, but also are they excellent advocates and ambassadors for our organisation? Do we provide them the skills they need to be able to communicate really well with different stakeholders that they go and deal with, customers, for example, the end users, and other companies, even down to how they communicate on social media, for example.
Hello, it's Shani from Flagship Partners. We are really proud to sponsor the Fleet Geeks podcast. If you need expert advice or training for your fleet business, make Flagship Partners your first choice. We are really excited to announce the launch of our Transport Manager Academy. With expert development for fleet leaders, we offer fully accredited initial Transport Manager CPC training, CPC refresher, and operator license awareness training, as well as mentoring, support, and professional development beyond the qualification. Our vision is to develop elite fleet professionals.
So have we equipped them with the relevant skills they need to be able to achieve high performance? Have we done the necessary around the compliance element, but also are we investing in making sure the manufacturers are coming in? Are they properly developing our guys to use the vehicles in the right way? Are we taking the excellent knowledge that our workshop mechanics have got and sharing that with our drivers to ensure that they do excellent walk around checks, that they've got their eye out for all these defects that might occur and the different challenges that might happen with the different vehicles? It's those kinds of things, and that can be applied, like I say, in fleet, but it can also be applied in a range of other businesses as well. So it's not just for fleet, but there is real synergies for you guys when the book is released, that hopefully, or published at least, you'll be interested to invest in that. And the final element, the final fundamental of driving high performance, and it's the most important one, it's the one that we often get wrong because we don't really often understand it, and that's about energizing the people that work in our organizations. We need to properly motivate them, because as you know, when you've felt demotivated, de-energized, fed up of work, right? When you feel fed up and frustrated, do you do your best work? Absolutely not. Okay. So we need to find a way as an organization. And so for some organizations, it is really tricky. For some businesses, it can be really tricky, but we need to find a way to properly energize our people around these goals and around these skills and around the overall outcome of the organization. And how we do that is really important. So I outline in the third part of the book about how energy works, energy at work works, about ensuring that we find a way to understand how our people are motivated and how we can best drive forward their performance. How can we best build relationships with them, build trust, and build the different connections that are needed to be able to support high performance and understand how our people are properly energized. So, for example, some people might be, I'll often go into courses and talk about, well, how do you motivate your people? Well, we pay them the best we can, and actually, money goes so far, but actually, there is a lot more. There's a lot more to work than just financial gain. Okay, so when people say money, that might just not be the final thing. It might be that they want more control, they want more autonomy, they want to be able to make their own decisions, they want to have feedback, to be told that they're having a fantastic job or doing a fantastic job. So you've got feedback, you've got recognition, you've got relationships, you've got autonomy, you've got control, you've got worthiness around pay, you've got lots and lots of different things. Some people are creative, some people are process people. There are lots and lots of ways that we can involve people in new projects, for example, that we might be doing. It might be that you're having to roll out the new DVS camera scheme and you want to know which is the best system, or you might have the right person who will thrive on going out and researching all of that information for you. But on the other hand, that might really demotivate another person. So that's how the Performance Trifecta works, and that's why when the book comes out and it's published, I hope all your listeners do go out and get yourselves a copy, because it's a really, useful tool for you to be able to build your leadership skills, which actually aren't trained as part of the Transport Manager CPC qualification. Those of you that are drivers and looking to do a Transport Manager CPC, really it just focuses on that compliance element. It really focuses on the things that you have to do, or not even the things you have to do. It focuses on things you have to know. It doesn't even tell you the things you have to do. It just tells you what you need to know or what they expect you to know. And actually, the things they expect you to know might not be so useful in doing the role after all. So maybe the book will be more useful to you than the actual qualification. Who knows? But it's going to be released at the end of January following my TED talk around the same subject. And I'm really, really looking forward to getting the book out there and seeing people's feedback. And it leaves me to say this is the final episode, like I said before Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas with your loved ones, your families, whoever you're spending that time with. And have a really, really wonderful Christmas, and I hope Santa brings you everything you hope for, and hopefully no stress, a straightforward run into the Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And I look forward to catching up with all of you in the new year. Thank you very much for being part of the community in 2024. Thank you all for your contributions in the Facebook groups, on the networking calls, on the peer-to-peer group, for those of you that are on there. I really, really appreciate everyone's contribution, and it's wonderful for me to be part of such a fantastic community of listeners, of people, and as an industry, a fantastic industry that I'm deeply, deeply proud of. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you all in the new year. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please share with your friends and colleagues too. Join us for free on Facebook with the Fleet Geeks community for transport and fleet managers. Fleet Geeks offers ongoing professional development, networking and mentoring too. So get in touch with me, Pete Rushmer, on any social media platform to find out more.